A little late on the overlook there, wasn't I? I was trying to get my camera on, couldn't get my glove through it. My bad. That's okay, still. Oh, deer right there. Just hanging out. Morning, everybody. Day 4. Yeah. 9th of July, Saturday morning. Just getting ready to bug out of Leadville here. Oh, this is a pretty nice warm morning for Leadville standards, considering we are at 10,200 and some feet. I mean, it's going to be a hot day today. Where we're going, to Greely. Look at that view, dude. The camera doesn't do it justice, I can tell you that much. Yeah, good old Leadville. Probably what Aspen would be without all this stupid money. Stayed at the what's called In the Clouds hostel. Theirs is a pretty nice setup there. They do. Not a bad little spot. Definitely a different crowd from from the crew at the other one. Of course, most of the guests there, they're either going down the Continental Divide Trail, or they were here in town for, there was a ultra bike race and ultra running race, like 100-milers the last couple days. So they were down here for one of them, I guess. So well, we're gonna load up with some, I suppose, some refreshments, probably some waters and such, and then we're gonna get out of town. So we will talk to you in a bit. Alrighty, so a little more about where I stayed last night. Like I said, the place is called In the Clouds Hostel. It's a pretty good, really good joint. I recommend it. It was like 42 bucks, excuse me, 42 bucks a night. Like, yeah, pretty cheap. Beds are okay, decent showers. I mean, it's still a hostel, but you know, you're not gonna get much better than that in Leadville, because you know, hotel rooms you're probably looking at least $100 a night for. Really, all that 100 would get you is maybe some privacy. But it's a well-kept place, pretty good vibe of the place. It's not too far from downtown. Although, when you got a good buzz going off craft beer, walking from downtown up that hill is kind of a bitch, I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, for generally what's available in Leadville, I don't think you're going to do much better. But we're going to get out of town here, and next place we're going to go, well, it's a pretty special place, I think. Basically, it concerns the origins of the 10th Mountain Division. The 10th Mountain Division, still a division in the United States Army, still an infantry division. They're based out of Fort Drum, New York nowadays, but during World War II, they were stood up, and I can't remember what the original designation was, but basically they were stood up to fight the Nazis in the Alps. That was their primary mission. Was they were to be a specialized mountain warfare force that would basically take the Nazis on head on in the Alps in Italy and southern in Austria. Basically they were the southern push. And well, they had their origins up around this area at a little place called Camp Hale. Which is not too far from here. We're going to go check it out, and we'll see you there. No trip to Camp Hale is complete without a stop here at Tennessee Pass, where you have the 10th Mountain Division Memorial. And the monument's up there. Up here on US Highway 24, east of Leadville. About a mile to the east of here, you see a little sign that says "Welcome to Cooper." There's Cooper Mountain. And that was it used to be ski. It's called Ski Cooper now, but it was once known as Cooper Mountain. That's where the 10th Mountain did a lot of their mountain training, was up there. A lot of their skiing training, such. So they fought in World War II. They got back to the States. They were deactivated, and the 10th Mountain stayed dormant until 1985, when they were reactivated at Fort Drum, New York. And since then they've been one of the most deployed units in the United States Army across the world. I mean, they've fought so many places now. They were the first division that was sent into Afghanistan shortly after the 9/11 attacks. In fact, a co-worker of mine, former co-worker, he was in the 10th when 9/11 happened. And basically it was, they got a call to get back to Fort Drum now. He was in South Dakota at the time, because that's where he's from. And it was basically, get here as quick as you can. I think they were in Afghanistan by early October, like the whole division was, I think. So they have quite a lineage. And some, actually did not know this till today, but former U.S. Senator who has passed away, Bob Dole, was actually a veteran of the 10th Mountain. So and basically it started as they recruited people at first via the U.S. Ski Patrol, and so it started up, they basically had to have, according to the board back there, they had to have 3 letters of recommendation, and they had to be good at either, they had to be like excellent at like skiing or mountain climbing, or they had to basically they had to be vouched for. So at first they didn't just take anybody. And the 10th Mountain has fingerprints all over the ski areas of Colorado. So really, you think about it, a lot of the modern day western Colorado is, you can trace it back to them. always I always like stopping by there. It's always a pretty special sight. Also, another monument there that I completely forgot was there's a monument there talking about the 99th Infantry Division, or the Viking Division. And it's basically comprised of Norwegians and Norwegian Americans. And they also trained at Camp Hale after they were stood up at Camp Ripley, Minnesota. And there was a number of them that actually went with the OSS into Norway for clandestine operations. So some more cool things you didn't know before. At least cool to me anyway. Here it is. This is the place. This is the valley where Camp Hale was. Trained here before World War II, and it remained a mountain and cold weather training facility until '66, when it was officially transferred to the Forest Service. Fact, right through there you can see that's one of the old buildings. Yep, there's a road right there. Car on it. Yep, still got a road running through it. You can still see the old humps from it. Can you imagine this valley just bustling with troops? Oh wow, hey, you can camp here.
1,000 feet, turn sharply right.
Actually, let's drive in there. Let's take a little drive in there. Huh. Yep, I am driving into Camp Hale.
After 600 feet, make the U-turn.
You know what, GPS? Shut up. There, you're gone. I think we'll just go up here because that's where the pavement ends. That's cool. We just drove on to Camp Hale. That's pretty cool. Yep. Awesome. All right. Awesome. That's pretty cool. What'd you do today, huh? I just drove on to Camp Hale. This is the amount of these grounds could talk, you know. Although being a military veteran, probably a lot of BS. a lot of E4 Mafia doing E4 Mafia things. Probably some dog and pony shows. Some butt chewing formations. You know.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
This Trowage Road takes you well up over 10,000 feet. Well up through the park. And up there where the trees aren't, and you can see a lot of cool things, a lot of cool wildlife. They got a little visitor center up there. Getting higher and higher now, but it's still 77 degrees. Definitely a warm day today, that's for sure. Be nice to get up top. No, hot days like today down in down on the plains. These are the days to get up here and cool off in the mountains. Getting higher yet. Yes, yes. There we go. And that's usually where they'll close it here in the winter, is right there. And you can see we're getting up high now. I am seeing the end of the trees. That's pretty cool, just the views, the Rockies, how high we are. Definitely a really awesome little area. Actually, way up in front of me there, that's the original Ridge Road right there. Comes up right behind the visitor center. And then there's what's called the lava cliff. And it's beautiful up here. It's like 70. Tells you it's hot down below. Not looking forward to that. All right, there at this point here, we're at 12,090 feet. So definitely up high. Right through here, the cut, rock cut, is what it's called. Oh man, you got to come here, experience for yourself to really understand how big this is, guys. This is pretty amazing. I'm telling you, the camera does not do it any justice at all. Alright, we're at a viewpoint called, I can't remember what this viewpoint is, some curve. Basically, this is about the gateway to where you're getting above the tree line. So you can see that road down there with those switchbacks, that's where we're going. Down through there, up and around. Eventually, we're gonna be way down there in that valley there. That's where we're eventually gonna end up. So, go down pretty quick. It's a pretty fun little trail. Probably not gonna record too much of it, but I just wanted to show you that's what we have. Because here's the thing. You need to come here. You need to experience this place for yourself. Because the camera just does not do it justice. Man, isn't that an awesome backdrop? Boy, that'd be a cool backdrop for all my videos. Big old mountain right behind me. Yep. There it is, way down there. Yeah, way about there is where that little lower spot is. Yeah, or not, I don't know, I may have been way off, but. Alright, so you need to make sure when you come in the park, I would recommend going in and out of 34. And that one, it brings you in the north side of Estes Park. It also, you avoid having to go straight through the middle of Estes Park. Because a nice July weekend in Estes Park, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna try to take this bike driving through town, because that's just asking to go through a traffic jam. Because everybody takes that way through Estes Park. So I would recommend that, unless it's way early in the morning. I'd recommend just going in and out on the 34 route, which runs you north, basically out of the north side of Estes Park. That would be my recommendation. Nice slow mountain view there. So, see all them vehicles right there in a big line out on the road? Yeah, that's the line for the gate. Because at 3 o'clock, is when they lift the restrictions. So you cannot plan all day, but guess what? You'll be stuck in that line waiting for the park to open at 3 o'clock. I'm pretty sure that line stretches all the way back to Estes, which is 2 miles away. So anyways, you can be a nerd like me and plan, or you can wait. Your choice. Well, okay, y'all. Well, we're just about to Greely. Spend the night here, and then tomorrow it is off to home. So say goodbye to the Rockies and all that stuff. Definitely hot down here, 102 degrees. I tell you what though, it's good dry heat, so I took a ride through Custer State Park back in early July or June, and it was, I bet you it was like 78, 80 that day, but the dew point was extremely high that day. I felt worse that day at 78 or 80 degrees than I do right now at 102. Like, I mean, heat sucks, but man, if it's a dry heat, you can do a lot more in a dry heat, I think. Anyways, we're gonna get to our spot, spend the night, and gonna get out of the motorcycle gear and enjoy some air conditioned air, and it's gonna be with family, so no hostile tonight, no strangers. So although it ain't bad, but still, you know, I'll have one to cover the bike tonight, so we'll put it in the garage and all that stuff. So it'll be a good night. Anyways, I guess we'll see you tomorrow morning.